Yeah,
Oh,
that was good.
The shit. I mean, come on, everybody's got to agree with that.
Yeah.
Or it's like they're bringing the Wolfman back. I remember seeing those old movies.
Really? Yeah.
Their special effects were really bad, but
what were you telling me? He would like walk behind a tree.
Yeah, he'd be changing. He'd walk behind a tree or something, and then he'd be more hairier and more hairier.
Yeah.
He'd have to walk behind a fence post or tree or something. It was really dumb.
Well, but if us three decided we were going to make a movie about the Wolfman, that would seriously be what we would have to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's just how it is. I mean, but these days it's crazy.
It's all CGI now.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really seen
makeup.
like a really good a Wolfman movie come out. It seems now the trend is more of that fight between vampires and lycans.
God, yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Oh, that is Underworld, was it?
Underworld.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's interesting.
That's the premise of Underworld, and it's kind of.
It had the one creature that was both, wasn't it? I think a combination of both.
He held the antidote. From what I haven't actually seen the movie, that much of the movie. I'm not a big Underworld fan.
I think I saw the third one.
Well,
anyway.
While these two are talking about Underworld, how about we go see how our resident ghost is doing?
Okay.
Between the vampires and the lycans.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's that's what I've kind of noticed in the trend.
Oh.
And it's also that thin line of romanticizing it and horror. I mean, if we look at something like the Twilight series.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, okay, for me, and this is probably showing my age and everything, but to me, and I haven't seen the original Dracula because I'm not 100.
Which original? There's a lot of originals now.
Bela Lugosi.
That's right.
But in my opinion, probably the best Dracula that I've seen is actually Bram Stoker's Dracula done in 1993 or 94. Now Keanu Reeves was in it, unfortunately.
Yes.
I liked Winona Ryder at the time, so I was cool with that. But fucking Gary Oldman was the shit.
I agree with you. That was probably one of the
To me, that had How could you miss that one?
I might have seen it, forgotten.
Oh my God, that
I was drinking or who knows what. I don't know.
That was one that I will agree with you.
Yeah, that one had it was romantic, obviously.
Yeah.
It actually won, I think, Best Kiss or something like that that year.
Best Kiss.
But no, it was it was uber sexy, and it was really. But then it was
it was very dark.
It was very dark, and it was, to me, it was pretty well written. And it had Anthony Hopkins in it. It had Gary Oldman in it. Winona Ryder was alright at the time.
See it.
Holy crap. It had the dude that was in Princess Bride. He's always funny, but he wasn't funny in that. But no, it was just the special effects for the time was good. You had your blood, and you had your gore. And you had and then there was a story. It actually had everything to me, and it wasn't this bullshit teeny bopping stuff.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with you because I think that's, the idea of this.
And he turned into everything. He turned into rats. He turned into a humongous bat.
Yes.
And he was that big wolf man thing.
Yeah.
He turned into everything. It was badass. I just love that show.
I'm gonna have to go see it.
Love it.
I do too.
We should all go see it.
It's one of my favorites.
I'm going to rent it or buy it.
Yeah. Netflix.
Yeah.
I recommend Netflix. Horror movies on Netflix.
We are not plugging Netflix.
Darn.
Great, now I gotta edit.
Gotta delete that out. Okay.
Hey! That was...
You need a limb.
I'm good.
Maybe you can bash him with that zombie head.
Don't get fresh with that. Hey, he's sleeping.
Look, his head almost fell off.
Your ADD is kicking in.
Yeah. Here, Tom. Have an apple.
Oh, neato.
Anyway.
Finger food.
Okay. But anyway, yeah. So that's in my opinion. Of course, I haven't seen the original Bela Lugosi. See, unfortunately, this is another point that I wanted to bring up about old versus new. Unfortunately, I think kids these days, now people of this generation, I don't think they can appreciate the old classics as much.
Right.
When you got stuff like you know, The Hills Have Eyes that's coming back, the remake. When you have like the Hostel series, I hate it, but that's just me. Anyway, you got like the Hostel series. You have Rob Zombie, who's kind of on his directing kick. Okay, so you have like all these extremes.
Of Halloween, by the way.
Yeah, I know. All these extremes that, you know, are coming out, which is whatever. Everybody's got to push the envelope, I think. I got ethical issues, but that's my own thing. But anyway, when you compare them, it's like nothing. I mean, those old shows, they're going to be disappointing because they don't have the gore, they don't have that. Right. So unfortunately, I think the classics of horror are kind of lost on this generation.
Yes.
But that's just my opinion.
I would agree, because they're hard to get. I mean, it should say they're hard to get through, but you do. I mean, you're not going to get that gore. You're not going to get that all kinds of.
Somebody
stuff.
get off on that for some reason. You know, they just like to see that gore and blood and just.
Well,
it's a horror movie. Okay,
it's a horror movie,
and
I mean, we have to. You kind of have to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if
Adrenaline
I'm gonna.
rush, I guess, like in a carnival ride, you know, roller coaster.
My opinion. Everybody here knows my opinion, but basically, I'm a feminist. I have a problem with boobs. I have a problem with simulated rape. I got my opinion.
You got some. I mean, why would you be offended by them?
That was a rape joke. You should get that and take it. Anyways. Anyway, I should have the leg. Anyways, it doesn't matter. That's my thing. But the thing is, if you want to go see a horror movie, you know, I mean, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see gore. You're going to see, like, you're going to get afraid or shocked or whatever. That is the point of going.
You're eating that apple.
Yes.
Oh.
Pineapple.
There's a syringe in it.
But that's the whole point.
Don't eat the one with the razor blade.
Of going to a horror movie, you know, is to get shocked and stuff. So, and yeah, it's unfortunately, I think people are getting desensitized, which is it makes the next thing that much more shocking. But then eventually, it's gonna like peak, and then you're done.
How far will it go? I mean, how far can it go?
Well, and
I
think what will happen, and this is just my opinion, I guess, is that what's going to happen is that it will peak, and what you'll actually go to is the psychological thrillers, like Silence of the Lambs, like the Hitcher,
the Cannibals, and which was a phase.
You know, some things that aren't as in your face, but have that horror aspect to them, where it's that kind of
still disturbing, but
disturbing and things like that. That thing of, because actually, if you like you take something like Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal and stuff like that, it'd be very shocking. They actually toned the movie down. If you read the book, the book is gross.
Oh yeah, no, I've read Hannibal.
Yeah,
Hannibal. You know, I loved Hannibal. The book, I loved Hannibal. It was awesome, man. It was really good. I got through it pretty fast. The movie, the coolest thing about that movie is when he opened up that dude's skull and you could see his brain.
Oh yeah,
and then Hannibal,
to me anyway.
And then Hannibal fed him his own brain.
Right.
Yeah,
that was the shit.
Yeah.
Other than that, the whole movie to me was like, okay, when is he gonna eat somebody? I don't care. You know, just eat somebody. He didn't do anything in the whole movie.
Yeah.
The whole movie was disappointing until the end when he ate Ray Liotta's... Ray Liotta eat his own brain.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, then they kind of came back, because I thought Red Dragon was actually pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
And
I got burned by Hannibal, so I didn't see it.
I agree with you. I got burned by Hannibal.
Yeah, I saw Red Dragon. It was pretty good.
Red Dragon actually came back with that much more of the Silence of the Lambs, psychological. Took away from the gore. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, and I think that's maybe the direction it'll take, is because when people have seen enough, it's like you do want to be afraid and you do want to push that limit, but people want to think about it too.
Huh.
Well, I wonder if sometimes the suspenseful aspect is stimulating too, like Blair Witch Project. I mean, you kept wanting to see what the heck, where was it going? What was the direction of it? You know, and I was disappointed with it personally, because I wanted to see more. I wanted to see something really scary, but they never showed it.
Right.
So it was disappointing in that way.
No, it was. I agree. I absolutely agree.
So,
well, I have no other thoughts. Do you guys?
I'm exhausted.
My brain is empty.
I've exhausted my thought process.
Yes.
I'm zombified.
So I guess there's just a lot of different aspects. And so, does anybody else have any... What are you doing with that thing?
Scratching my neck. You got to itch.
No, I
like-
think the only thing, you know,
Zombie
is that,
fight mosquito.
you know, that all of horror, including zombies, we have to look for, you know, you look at where it's come from through history and the factual basis behind it, and then kind of what Hollywood's
Fact
done and
history.
transformed it.
Yeah, and sometimes
right.
the truth is scarier than the fiction.
Oh yeah.
Because it actually happened.
Yes.
So,
Right.
I have nothing else to add. Do any of you?
No.
Well, happy Halloween to everybody. I believe we are done for now. Go see a horror flick. Go see a zombie flick.
Get scared out of your mind.
Go carve a pumpkin. Go channel a ghost. Use protection.
Yeah.
Not the latex kind.
Oh
So,
my God. Just
I
have
guess
fun.
this is Junkyard Jez
Starkey.
Dusk?
signing out, and we will leave you this Halloween day with a final thought from Zombie Baby.
Nice zombie. Nice zombie.
The gaunt, sallow-skinned, vacant-eyed man stumbled down the empty, dark street beneath a pallid full moon. He finally arrived at the quaint house he was commanded to find and climbed the rickety steps. Approaching the door, and proceeding to knock hard but slowly. Soon the door creaked open, and a jovial fellow stood there and asked, "Yes, can I help you?" The dull-eyed man stared at the fellow's face, finding recognition that matched a photograph shown to him earlier. Suddenly his right hand swiftly reached up and gripped firmly the fellow's neck, lifting him inches off the floor while he gasped and struggled for air. None was given him. The eyes bulged, the face turned purple and grimaced horridly, and then no sound remained. Pale hand released the neck, and the lifeless body dropped to the porch. The zombie slowly stepped down the stairs and ambled off along the street. His task was done. It took only a few days for the police to link the murder to the human creature who they found sitting on a park bench, appearing disoriented. His fingerprints were all over the dead man's neck. They took the strange man to the station to be interrogated, but the man was a virtual vegetable, could not respond except with mutterings and a blank stare. He was literally a useless basket case. They had no idea that this unperson, this living, dead human creature, was but a mere tool in a diabolical plot masterminded by a sinister voodoo witch doctor, one who was an expert in the art of zombification. This pathetic creature was merely a victim in an insidious